Bro, the amount of grandmothers that I've seen on TikTok recently is like crazy.
Grandmas? No, the one I like that one who be doing the dances. She wears glasses. She's a black grandma. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
She just, if you saw her, you would know. That's the only one I really see. I don't see that many.
Bro, it's mad old people.
I don't see no grandmas on TikTok.
Cause you be watching
Right.
streaming videos like.
He be watching drug deals on TikTok. He don't really get into that. He don't really get into that.
It's the Bird's Eye View Podcast.
What's up, Bird's Eye View? We're back again with another episode.
Yeah, don't play with us. Don't play.
We gave y'all that spring break special. Yeah, go ahead and tell them what happened.
We were supposed to drop a mukbang on Friday because if you peeped, we dropped Monday, Wednesday, and we were going to drop Friday as well. But that was kind of our first time really recording an actual YouTube video. So It really didn't come out how we pictured or how we wanted. So we
It was like
scratch
really
it.
trash. Like it really, like the audio was crunchy. It was giving me, I don't know what it's giving me, but it wasn't worth posting. Like
I don't know how people do that. Like eat in front of a camera and you don't like hear yourself chewing.
Yeah, and the audio was like bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't good at all, and I was like really sick about it though.
That would have been a good video too, cause we don't do YouTube, so it would have been that would have been like the highlight of the special for real.
Right, and Miss Asia was in there too. Like it was really good. I was kind of disappointed.
But I mean, I guess at least y'all got 2 episodes in a week. That's lit.
Tim, how'd you feel?
Oh, let me give y'all some background. Tim is mad right now.
Yes.
Because I supposedly took his mic, but I didn't take his mic. So
I'm not even tripping about that.
You sound a little angry to me.
He was like really snapping on us. Like Tim was
Over
too
a
sick.
mic, and they're all the same, y'all. Like they're literally all
bro.
the same.
It's not the fact that she took my mic. It's the fact that they claimed I was wrong.
Cause you were. Okay, no, we're not
I'm
finna
not
do this
wrong.
again.
Cause you were wrong though.
I'm not.
Like it was 3 against 1.
And I still don't care.
He was really sick. Like, okay. I swear to God, like social media really then took over our life.
With that.
With social media, like life now, like with social media is so much different than how life was like from like, let's say our parents. Cause you know, social media wasn't really a thing till like late 2000s.
Yeah, it's really new to them. Like, especially, I be thinking, cause wait, so was there a generation like, how old is y'all moms?
My mom is 45.
So is there a generation like before her, do you think?
My grandmother.
No, I mean after her.
Us.
No, I'm in between us and our parents. No? Oh, okay.
That's like 90s kids,
is.
right?
Yeah, millennials, like the people who are in college right now, they would count, right?
I thought we were millennials.
Oh, no. I think the people who are like in their like mid-20s to like 30s are a different generation.
You talking about Bow Wow and them?
Yeah.
So like your like if you have like older siblings like in college or something?
Yeah, I guess. I forgot where my question was going with this, but I just had to clear that up.
So is Soulja Boy a millennium? Damn. Is Soulja Boy a millennium?
Millennial?
Yeah, whatever.
How old
whatever
is
it
he?
is. I don't know.
How old is he?
Yeah,
I mean, I would think so. Yeah, I would say he's the one in between our parents and us.
Soldier Boy, tell him. The dance flow silly, the ladies gon' feel it, the fellas in the back, and they twisting up and like, get silly, hey, get silly, hey.
But nah, cause I brought up Soulja Boy because he said when he came out with fucking.
She make it clap.
No,
That right
Watch
there.
Me.
Superman, hold
Yeah,
on, watch me.
when he came out with that song, he put it on social media. For real, like he was,
Oh,
yeah.
he broke the internet. Oh yeah, that had to be like early social media.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Cause I think Instagram didn't come out till like 2000. Like it came out like a couple years after I was born.
Right. I don't
Like
even,
2007, 8.
I mean,
something like that. But when you think about it, social media is really so new. Like, especially when you like hear like older people talk about it, it's like so foreign to them. Like,
Oh my God, especially like the new platforms like TikTok and stuff. I be trying to
Yes.
like teach my grandparents how to use
No.
social
even
media.
my mom, like her too, her generation. Well, definitely my grandma because that's a different story. But for sure.
Do you feel like with like because you know like everything is on social media now, like like everything we do is on the internet. Do you feel like it's harder to, I don't know, quote unquote, like get away with things now rather than how it was like back in the day with no social media?
Get away with like what? Like
Just like anything. So like, you know, like celebrities are always like everything that they've said in the past is now brought up, and then they can end up getting canceled, or maybe there was like, I don't know, you were selling drugs back in the day.
Right.
Drug dealers back then were not posting about the fact that they were
Right,
drug
yeah.
dealers. If you knew, you knew. But now we got niggas that's like, hit me for a gram. I want a black short.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a couple homeboys that be posting.
I don't know. I just feel like things that like my mom like per se, or like, cause she be telling me like stories of stuff like back in the day that she used to do, that would not fly now. You would get caught immediately.
Yo, bro, didn't it back in the day, didn't they have MySpace? Ain't that just social media?
Then you have like music as your like, you could put like a song to your board or something like that.
bored on what?
That would have been hard.
That
I must
sound
be hella
like
young
it
because I'm
sucks.
confused.
But like to what I was saying about like getting away with stuff, I just feel like nowadays everybody puts all of their business on social media.
I feel like it's certain people, you know, those kind of people who say like they're not really social media people.
Oh my
and
God.
then be the people like
They
who
really
stay
be
on there.
birds. I swear to God, like some of these celebrities, they be like, I'm not even going for the gram. I'm not even gonna let y'all know, but be telling me your whole life story.
Right.
Why do I know how much you weighed when you was born? Like some stuff you just need to keep to yourself. Like, why are you telling us this?
I don't know. Why do y'all think people just feel like they have to? Not that they have to, but they just are so comfortable with putting stuff out there like that.
Bro, I really think they forget that it's the internet and none of that stuff goes away. Like the stuff.
Not at all.
No, because you know people do think once you like delete something or even go to your recently deleted like and do it again, they think it's gone. Like,
Yes, like I got old YouTube videos from when I was like in elementary school.
that
yo.
girl was a stun.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, I feel like somebody one day just gonna stumble across, and I'm gonna be so embarrassed.
And then people really like. Well, I think about a lot. Like, you know how you can have like a job interview in the future, right? They be looking you up, especially if it's like a certain level of job. They be looking you up. If they find X, Y, and Z, you was doing whatever you was doing on social media. How do you think they're gonna look at you?
And they don't even care. Like, you could be like, "Oh, it's my private life. It was back in the
or
day."
you could be like, it was at like a party or something, or you could be like, I was in college. They don't care.
Seriously, and speak like I forgot who it was. I think it was. Remember when was it Ruby Rose who
Bad.
she posted? It was basically talking about Lil TJ's lower area.
Oh
And she,
yeah.
and she was like, "Oh my God, it's so," like, and everybody was in the comments like, "Miss,
Girl, who cares?
right? Why are you telling?"
That
Well,
wasn't Ruby Rose.
she-
That was the girl he went now. Lala.
Lala, yeah, it wasn't
yeah,
Ruby
yeah,
Rose.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
Lala. But like,
And then oh my bad.
go ahead.
She had she put on her story, then as soon as she put on her story, she could have deleted it, but the Shade Room done already have it. So now the Shade Room blowing it up. They got
Yes.
1 million plus views. So now all them people done seen it and they sharing it, yada yada.
Yo,
So,
they
like-
was in the comments like, you know that girl ain't seen it. Lil TJ definitely got her phone.
And then even I just seen a video today, like a throwback of when Ruby was with him, and she was like, cause she had did a Genius interview, and she was telling them, she was like, "Oh nah, I don't let boys fly me out. I be the one trying to fly them out." And then it was like a video of her asking TJ to buy her a flight.
That is so
And
embarrassing.
you was just saying that the way y'all be like capping for the gram, like it's
Bro.
really not okay.
And then they do like, people will really go broke trying to be rich for Instagram.
And it's really sad.
Y'all be going out so bad. Like, see, me personally, that could never be me.
Could never.
That could never be me.
But cause you know,
It ain't me.
because you know, some people like that, some people like that, they would rather be like designer rich and not like wealthy. Like, it's a difference between being flossy rich and being wealthy. Like, I feel like people don't know that, and then that's what drives them to just be so like, what's the word? So transparent, like with what they show, like, cause that's their way of making money, but like that's temporary money.
But yeah, like, see, I have a huge problem like with the word rich. I feel like I feel like I prefer the term wealth because I feel like rich is like temporary, wealth is like
temporary money, like
money
you
long.
want your money to stretch.
I even feel like social media is like the age of dating. Like it's like people be like shooting their shots now, like sliding in a DM. Like I don't know. I feel like people took social media and now they don't even like do traditional stuff anymore.
I remember when sliding in the DM like became a term. Like who said that?
They made a whole song about it, Nikki. Even like I feel like social media helped like the whole talking stage thing.
Definitely did. I feel like because that definitely wasn't a thing like
At
before.
all.
Because no, our generation really built the talking stage when you think about it.
My mother didn't even know what talking was.
Right, bro. And when I tell, like, if I will say, like, mention talking in a conversation to, like, my mother or aunt or anything, they ask me to define talking every single time I tell them.
And I still can't.
I really don't know how to explain it. Like, that's not my boyfriend, but, like, we're talking.
We're together, but we're not.
Oh, I don't be saying that.
Wait.
I don't be.
Wait, so do you think like in the talking stage you're supposed to be loyal
To who?
to the person you're talking to?
The talking,
a hoe, like seriously.
Don't do that.
What? The talking stage, that's the whole point to see if you can be loyal or not.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying I would.
So can you talk to other people?
To a certain extent.
Y'all
don't know me.
I be
It
so,
depends on
I be
how, like,
so
what kind of talk you talk about. Like,
So you think
yeah, like y'all just started talking. I'm gonna probably text niggas back, like whatever. But if we've been talking for like a minute, I might cut them off or whatever, maybe.
I feel like we should like
I'm lying.
establish it.
Get lying.
If men, somebody talking, we just know what's up with each other. That's it.
But
So if she talk to
everybody
somebody
don't
else, would
always
you be
know
mad?
what's up.
Huh?
So if she talked to somebody else, would you be mad because y'all know what's up?
Hell yeah. If we know what's up, then you shouldn't be talking about him.
See, no.
No, that makes sense.
And
though.
people like back in middle school, people used to have like Instagram relationships.
No, really, like social media really makes the whole like talking stage just so much worse because people be getting caught up. Like y'all really be down bad.
Like them DMs. Oh my god, the DMs was 6ix9ine and yes, that really had me shook. Like he really tried to play him.
They said it was fake.
They said it was real too.
I don't
Some
know
people
what's
said it
going
was
on.
real.
6ix9ine showed the messages, but he said that Lil Nas X was trying to text him.
Because he unsent them.
See, that's the thing with social media. You don't know who to believe. Like everybody gotta keep their reputation, but you don't know who's telling the truth. Oh, yo, I really have a question.
What?
Okay, so how do y'all feel about like kids like 6, 7, 8 being on Instagram, on social media? How do y'all feel about that?
No.
Because some parents, like some of these new newer moms, they really don't care. Like they will, not that they condone it, but they won't tell them don't do it.
I feel like it's hard to really encourage them not to because that's all our generation is social media. Like everything we do, is social media. Like especially TikTok. I see 8-year-olds on TikTok now and all that stuff.
Yo, yes. Like, so my brother, my youngest one, he's 10, right? Mm-hmm. And so my mother won't let him get TikTok, like the app. Mm-hmm. But they're smart. Like, so he be on TikTok.
Be ratting on him.
No, she know. But he be on TikTok, like online and just scrolling,
That's me.
And then he was in like 3rd grade talking about he want house party and all that stuff. I was like, boy, you need to slow down.
Yo, house party
6.
House party was the days. I'm telling you.
Oh, you know, I ain't never had that either.
What?
Did you have Uvu?
You geek.
When Uvu was like popping, I didn't have I didn't. I had a phone, but I didn't have it.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all had a kick.
I did not have
I
kick.
still got
but
kick.
all my friends had
kick.
kick. I was that kid who like I had a phone, but like I didn't have like kick and Uvu. I didn't even get Musically till mad late. And then I got my phone took because I was being dumb on there, but that's besides the point.
Yo, I had my phone. I think I got my first phone in either 3rd or 4th grade because I started staying home by myself.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And my mother used to be like, no Instagram. She would say it all the time. No, don't be downloading no Instagram. She let me have Twitter though, so that was a little bit confusing. And she was like, no Instagram, and I would sneak and get it right. What I had, so I always used to get my like phone took like constantly. I was always in trouble.
Too, bro.
So I used to like put it on my iPad and stuff, right? One time I went to a sleepover, and this is like, so she had already caught me before. The most embarrassing thing ever. Oh my God. She had saw that I had an Instagram in 3rd grade. And why did she log into my account and put in the bio, I lied and my mom found my Instagram? Literally, let me pull it up.
Bro, hold on. Wait, cause like, my phone got took for dumb reasons though. Like, I wasn't supposed to have Musically, but I didn't have nothing else. So, and that was something light. Like, it was Musically, so I got
a question.
it. Yeah, what's up?
What was the first phone y'all had?
I had an iPhone 5S.
I had an Android, then I had an iPhone in 5th grade.
What kind? Which one do you have?
Oh, they ain't like me. They ain't like me.
What you had?
I started to build it up, you heard me? So I started with the free phone.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie. No, for real though. But girl, like for real, like I started with the free phone where you can only like, you got the minutes on there and all that. And I got that with like, when I got the free phone, probably like 2nd grade. Probably like, but it wasn't a normal free phone. It was like a little BlackBerry, like one of the fake BlackBerry joints.
I found the Instagram.
No way.
Look at the bio.
Always on point.
Stop. Always. All right, now you reading the bio. I can say all that. All right, come on.
No way.
She really found, and then so that was like the first time that she found my Instagram, right? Then like I got it again, got in trouble again, and then like the 5th time I was in 5th grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Yeah, I was in 5th grade, and I went to my friend's sleepover. There was like 6 of us, and I had left my iPad at home.
Oh no!
And I brought my phone with me, and she texted me and was like, I see you got Instagram again. And then I was like, yeah. And she was like, I better not catch you doing nothing on there. And I was like, all right, then she let me keep it. And from there, we was on
Girl,
go.
I wish. I got my phone took for like, when I got my phone took, it was for long times. Like,
bro.
It started in 5th grade.
Bro, wait. Go ahead, tell your story.
It started because I got my first phone in 5th grade. It started in 5th grade. I swear to God, I didn't stop getting my phone took till like the summer before 9th grade. No, the summer before 9th grade, my phone was took. I got it back in like August.
I think
Swear to God.
I didn't stop getting my phone took till 8th grade.
And then the most recent time too, but that ain't important. So
The first time I ever got my phone took was probably what? I was in like 4th grade, cause I was 4th grade in 5th grade class. Yeah, I was in 4th grade, and I had brought my PSP to school. I had brought it to school cause I wanted to be home for him. So I'm at lunch.
wait, you're what?
My PSP is a game.
Oh my God, I had one, the little handheld thing, the black.
I had a black one. So
Me
I had brought it
too.
to school, so I was playing with it. Next thing you know, boom, my shit was gone, and I didn't know where it was at. So I think I left my room dirty one time, right? So I come home from school, my mother mad. She like, why is the room dirty? This, that, and that. I'm like, what? What you mean? No, matter of fact, no. She called the school and she told the school to call into your room. You know how you got an intercom.
Now
you
she
call
called
into
the
room.
school.
And the lady on the intercom, she was like, so she talked to my teacher. She's like, so and so, can you ask Timothy that his mom said, where's PSP?
Or
I said, what? Yo, bro, my face was big. So I was like,
yo, that would really ruin my whole day.
Bro, listen, I'm sitting there like, I don't know. So I'll go home, right? No, first of all, I lied to her. I said it was somewhere in my room. So I go home. She yelling. She mad. I'm like, where the PSP? I'm like, ma, listen. I took it to school. It was lost. What? She straight took my phone.
I
I was
like
sick. I ain't had no TV, no phone, no game. I was sitting in my room in the dark reading Goosebumps.
Not Goosebumps.
No, for real.
I feel like even like those times where I didn't have my phone was like the best times ever because I was really like in it. Like I like when I got the last time I got my phone took, which was like 2 years ago. She stuck me with an Android because with a Samsung, and it was like a Samsung 4 because something crazy happened. I ain't even gonna get into it, but I had that for a couple of months, and because she still wanted me to have something to like call her or whatever. Yo, it was like the worst pain I ever felt in my life. I wouldn't even pull it out.
Oh my God.
I would just leave it at home. Like, I don't even want it. Like, don't even give me the phone.
I think the reason why like kids now are so like into social media and stuff, and they want to be all into it at such a young age, because that's like how they know to make like friends. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I feel like it's a good way for us to like I don't like, you can really get paid for anything now. Like, I feel like social media now is a lot of people's jobs. Like, or like they use it to promote their business, or like they use it to like, it has a lot of benefits. Like, you really could, if you got like a small business, like something like we got, right? We could promote on social media and get a lot of traction. Whereas like if you didn't, it would be harder to get noticed if people didn't already know about you.
Some people use social media for the wrong things, like childish people that like expose people and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I'm laughing like I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah, celebrities be getting exposed left and right. Huh?
Did you just let that slide like that?
She said she experienced it. I said I know somebody who did.
I just feel like that's
Not
so
me.
dumb. I don't know. To me though, I think social media has more pros than it does cons. I think the people who use social media are like not the smartest, but I think social media in itself does have more pros.
But I feel like, like it does, but like social media is so toxic. Like, everybody feels like they got to compete with one another. They hold you to a certain standard all the time.
Right. People make it toxic. I think naturally it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, like Instagram was supposed to be like just sharing parts of your life with the world. Now, like, it's so much pressure, like diet culture and like the pressure to be like looking good all the time.
Right.
To fit in.
Promoting they OnlyFans, like
only wanting to post with certain lighting angles and all of that. It's not about me, Tim.
right.
This is not about me.
The Visco girl over here talking.
All right,
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
I know, like, yeah, I just feel like the whole thing is like just toxic in general. Like, it's good, but I don't know if it outweighs the bad.
But I just feel like we also gained so much from social media. I think that's what a lot of people like fail to realize, because stuff that like we're able to do now, we definitely would not have been able to do back then. Generations before us wouldn't have been able to do. So we were really able to like flip something and flip nothing and really make it something. Like, we really did that. Like,
bro, like, especially like I know I keep talking about TikTok, but like I've learned so much from TikTok. Like, the stuff that I had no idea about, I'm now learning about. Like, and especially like we get like a lot of like attention now, I would say. Like, people are really listening to us. They taught me about like some of the stuff about like racism and like stuff I had no idea, I now know about.
TikTok definitely exposed me to a lot of like just things that was outside of me, like certain groups of people that I wasn't certainly identifying with, so I didn't know about them. It taught me about like different cultures, like how other people live, how like what triggers other people, like just little stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, it was just so much. You get so much out of it that people just kind of sweep under the rug and say, oh, no, but social media, people want to be grown on there. Like, that's not it.
Your TikTok sound boring.
But I was going to say, though, I feel like the impacts that our generation has had and changes that we've made and, like, obstacles we've overcome, social media a lot of times has a big part to play in that. Like, even in the whole Black Lives Matter movement, it wouldn't have got the recognition that it did if it wasn't going viral every other day on social media.
I feel like they didn't taught me so much about like what it really means, like being an ally, what it means to, be confident in your culture, like to stand up for yourself. Like, because honestly, I was still, pro-Black, still like cool with me, but I wasn't like so content with being who I was until TikTok, honestly.
What do you mean?
So like I kind of was always struggling with the like who I like, what I identify with, like who, like what crowd I fit in and all that stuff. I just feel like TikTok gave me so like introduced me to so many like different parts
Options.
of parts of like that, the fact that I don't even have to label it. Like
Right.
if I want to be something, I can be that. Like it doesn't even, I don't even have to put a label on it. And it's other people that are literally just like me.
And you know, a lot of people don't understand that. I think our generation has a thing with like not putting labels on stuff, and not even just like relationships, even with like friendships. Like you can be really close to this person, but you will never call them your best friend because you don't want to put a label on it.
Seriously.
And then like other people, like other generations, they might not understand that. Like, oh, that's your best friend. No, that's my friend. Like I said, that's my friend.
Yes, and then like older generations hate that. They'll be like, "Oh, you need to call it something," or "This is your boyfriend, this is your girlfriend," and then we're just like, no, we're cool."
Right.
Like all those like toxic, especially like all those like toxic ways that older generations has. We don't even put up with that no more. Like our generation, we do not go for none of that. We be fighting stigmas. We fought the stigma for like, we're fighting stigmas like on mental health and all that stuff. Like our older generations really hate it.
We try to make things, I think we make things more comfortable for each other than they did. I feel like things that were sometimes hard to swallow for them, we really tried to normalize it and make it so that it's not so hard to want to talk about it, if that makes sense.
But yeah, like
Yeah, man.
I feel like with TikTok and like just social media in general, like we've learned to be okay with telling people like, this is how I feel. Okay. Like you need to respect it. And people hate that we don't let other people disrespect us anymore. Like we were always taught that, you know, you need to respect your elders, which you do. But I feel like respect it needs to be reciprocated too. Like you need to respect me in the same way that you want me to respect you. So even with that, like just, you know, showing people like just evolving, like in general, like as a people, as a like individual, like evolving into the person that you really wanted to be, instead of like being pressured to fit some type of standard, or like feeling like you gotta fit yourself in some box. Because to be honest, it's not for me.
Yeah, F that box. I think part of our generation being so much more like accepting, I feel like we're definitely, I think we're a little more vulnerable, to be honest, but I don't think it's in a bad way.
Me neither.
Because, you know, people like portray vulnerability, it has this like
As being
negative
soft,
connotation, but it's right. You know, people really think our generation is. Because that just made me mad because I just thought about it. People really think our generation is soft. They be like,
yes, they say
y'all take everything to the heart. No, baby.
They really think that we're the softer generation because, like, no, I think the main reason people say that is because we're not letting them get away with being, first of all, being racist. Second of all, just being flat out rude, saying slurs and all that stuff. Like, they get mad when they'll call you a snowflake because you don't want them to say the R word, or you don't want them to say the N word and all. They'll be like, oh, y'all are soft. You can't take a joke. Bro, you're disrespectful. It has nothing to do with taking a joke or being able to laugh about it. I'm not going to sit here and let you be disrespectful towards a group of people. Even if it's not me individually, I should still be, you know, being an ally for other people, sticking up for other people. And everybody loves to use that as an excuse, like, oh, you're soft, or y'all can never take nothing serious. Y'all take everything too seriously. And I just think it's stupid.
But nah, for real though, I feel the same way though. Cause it's like, bro, if you feel as though I'm a certain type of person because I stand up for like something that I believe in, or something that like something like I feel as though I'm standing for, then what, bro? What is wrong with you?
Seriously.
No, you know, I think I actually do think that's like something that we did kind of get from the generation above us, because I think they were also very very blunt, like.
But they were blunt and rude. It wasn't just like blunt, like just trying to be honest. Like it was more so, I'm gonna say it to you because I'm ignorant. First of all, like nobody.
Oh my God.
There's a difference between blunt and wanting like that other person to like just hear from you and like being honest, and there's and just being blunt and ignorant. I don't have to be. People always have to say, oh, she just tell it how it is, yada yada yada, but she'll be saying slurs and all that stuff. That's not being blunt. You're just being ignorant.
And something else I learned from my mother, my grandmother is not what you say, it's the way you say it.
Right.
So
they
like,
embedded that in our
Yeah,
head.
child.
so it's like, bro, if you say it a certain way, you gonna, of course, make me feel some type of way, bro.
Right.
Right.
Like, what you mean, bro?
Even if it's out of your best interest, like you have to learn how to deliver things to people. Not everything needs to be just flat out blunt. Sometimes you gotta ease into stuff. Like let people gradually hear it. Nope, everybody always doesn't want you to just come out and be like, oh, you're fat.
Right. And with our generation, I feel like they might think of it as soft, but we just think of it as compassionate.
Yeah,
like,
and we
why would you
understand
wanna
that.
come at somebody like that. I feel like I don't want to take anything away from them because I love that generation. Like,
Of course, this is not
of
meant
it.
to be like disrespectful. Like, of course, we take the things that they taught us, but we flip it so that it's better for the time being.
yeah, we're just trying to highlight some differences. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of differences. Each generation has its pros and cons. Yeah, like I was saying though, like never ever trying to disrespect the other generation, but when you point out differences, you really just see how much we've changed and how much we differ.
Yes.
Like even you can see it in a daily conversation you have with somebody older than you.
Oh
like,
my God.
How different they think, how different their mindset is, how you don't understand some things about them and they don't understand some things about you, and you just gotta agree to disagree.
But I feel like sometimes they don't even want that. They don't want to come to it. Like we've learned that it's okay to agree to disagree.
No, they gotta
but
be
they
right.
gotta be right. And it's not everybody. I know I have some very nice conversations with people that are older than me, but some of them they can't see it. If they can't see it the way that you see it, they don't want to just let it be what it is.
Or they just want to be right and you to be wrong because you're younger than them.
Yes. And I just feel like that part is so toxic. I'm glad that's the thing that we're learning to let go and not hold on to traditions like that. Because at the end of the day, being older does not make you always right. Yes, you have more experience. Yes, you might know what you're talking about, yada, yada, yada. But times are changing. Okay. People are going to feel the way that they feel. And I feel like at the end of the day, just agree to disagree because it saves you the hurt. Like you don't have to have these arguments and ruin relationships because y'all can't see eye to eye on something small.
Right. Just respect the fact that viewpoints and lifestyles are different. Everybody's not going to see the world like you. Everybody's not going to live the world like you. Everybody's daily life is not going to be like yours.
Yeah. And that goes for everybody, not even just the older generation. That is for all of y'all.
She calling all of y'all out. Don't play with that girl.
Yeah, and I feel like now, like we even like have learned to like just accept people for who they are now. Like stuff that was such like cliche back then, like a few years ago. Now we just be like, if you like it, I love it.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I'm trying to think of some examples like that because we definitely do live like that.
With the LGBT community.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, but I didn't want to be too into it.
Yeah.
But like, that's what I mean when I say we're so accepting. Like, not that the older generation is like not that they're all disrespectful, but some of them really don't accept the fact that people are living how they want to live.
Yes.
Mind the business that pays you.
Seriously.
Okay? Mind the business that pays you.
Yes.
It can go against your beliefs, but at the end of the day, you don't got to live that life. Like, that's not you. But at the end of you should respect somebody for how they want to live.
You don't have to like it, but at the end of the day, you should be respecting that person, whatever because at the end of the day, it's not your life. It's not your lifestyle. So you don't get to make people feel like crap because it's different than you.
That really bothers me though, because I just don't understand why somebody else's decisions have to bother you so much. At that point, it's a problem within yourself.
Yes.
Like it has to be something going on with you for you to just not be able to wrap your brain around how somebody else chooses to live their life. And I get it. That's not, some people were raised like traditional households, man and women.
Right.
I get that. You live like that. But when you see X, Y, and Z doing what they do, like mind your business. It's that simple.
It's not hurting you at the end of the day. Like you're gonna be fine. I promise you.
Right. And you see how we're talking, like how it's just so easy for us to just mind our business and not care.
And just let it
go. They can't do that. Like they're just gonna be like, oh.
And not even just older generations. Some of us literally, our parents, the generation that we're talking about are teaching our generation that it's everything that other people are doing is wrong. If it's not your normal, then it's wrong. Your normal is not everybody else's normal.
Right.
For example, with different cultures like Indian culture, some of the stuff that they be doing, we don't do. That's not our normal, but we don't have to be.
I'm not gonna ever look down on them.
Yo, but I swear, like, and even with the stuff, like, there may be stuff that we don't understand, but we don't make nobody feel bad about it.
We don't.
Like, some of the stuff in the LGBTQ community, I don't fully understand. I'm trying to, like, learn about it and all that stuff, but I'm not gonna make you feel like a hermit crab.
Right. That's how I'm definitely like that too. Like I was saying, like TikTok is teaching me a lot of stuff, and like all of these different letters that have been added, people wanting to just like people like being trans and they wanted to go back and just stuff, all that whole community.
And the stuff really happens.
Yes, it's real. And I don't understand it fully yet, but I would never in my life ever look down on someone just because.
And at least I'm making an effort.
I don't get how people do that though, cause I know some people that like, bro, they really disrespect like LGBTQ type of people. Like I know the people that are really disrespect them. But me personally, like I have no problem with you being whatever you want to be, but you can't do certain. I don't want you to do certain stuff around me. You get what I'm saying?
So you don't have a problem with, let's say, a gay male, but you wouldn't want that gay male to come on to you.
No, like I don't like that. Like
I think that's respectable.
Like I don't want to see a male twerking by me either. So it's like, bro. You can be whoever you want to be, but just to like have some respect for me.
I
like
think
I'm
that's
having respect
respectable
for you.
because then at the end of the day, you choose to respect him. He should also choose to respect your sexuality and not even come on to you like that.
I don't like that.
It goes both ways. It definitely goes both ways.
But I feel like there's a respectful way to handle the situation. We understand that you don't want that, in your space, and that's fine. Nobody, you can't force anybody to like that. But I feel like you shouldn't be, because people will take it to an extent and try to hate crime people like over stuff like that.
No, that ain't me. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I feel like either if it's not for you, and it doesn't have to be, you remove yourself from the situation, or you talk to them like one like, bro, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
My man's he gay for us, so it's like we got that understanding. Like, bro, you cool. You do what you want to do, but around me, bro.
But I feel like we should also have the same, standards for other people of the opposite sex. Like I don't know, I just feel like if you expecting one thing from somebody else, then you should hold the other person equally as accountable.
I mean, my mother gay, so.
So like, I have a question for y'all. I saw this floating around TikTok, so I wanted to ask y'all personally. As a parent, what are you guys' like rules and expectations as your kid? Like, for example, like me personally with drinking, I don't know, I feel like I don't do it before the age of 16, first of all. Just listen.
Okay, we're gonna differ in this. Go ahead.
Okay. Not before the age of 16, in my house, and I'm not saying you could be no alcoholic. I'm saying like if there's an event where we're having like a family party or something like that.
Years.
Yeah, I'm not saying go to the liquor cabinet and be helping yourself. That's not cool. But I feel like after, around the age of 16, 17, I would rather you do it under my roof with my supervision than to be, at some party and know how it's going to affect you and how you're going to feel and what's going to happen afterwards than you like going out to some party trying it because, you felt scared to come to me at home.
I feel like I'm going to be that cool type of parent for real. So it's like, I ain't, like you said, it's going to be like an age limit. I ain't going to, right out the back though, but I'm going to let you drink a little bit. I ain't going to tell you help me tell you. But listen, bro. When your mother gone, bro.
Where your mother going? Where your mother going?
Man, we getting litty, bro. We getting litty, cuz.
You and him getting litty.
We getting litty.
Everybody in my family thinks I'm going to be a strict parent. I don't think I'm going to be a strict parent. I think I'm going to be that parent who definitely puts the age limit on a lot of things. Definitely most things for sure. Like as far as drinking, I would keep At 16, I would keep the drinking occasional.
Yeah. Yes. Occasional.
And then 21, do what you want to do. But after 16, I would keep it occasional. Like, you know, you going out. No, actually, don't.
Yeah.
Don't, because you don't just be drinking nothing. I would definitely make that clear.
Oh.
But I don't know. Other things like
Drugs. Give me that.
Yeah, no.
no, not who in who house.
Man, listen, I don't care who else you at. Please don't do drugs.
I say.
But every parent can say that, and that I feel like I'm gonna be the parent that like if you're in my house, like, and before 18, definitely not. But if you're like still in my house at 18, I would give you the freedom to make a choice, but I would let you know that like you need to like learn, you need to do your research, know how it's gonna affect you. Don't just be taking nothing, because people be lacing stuff. Right. You don't take weed from nobody. You don't be passing the blunts to X, Y, and Z and then no, that's nasty.
Personally, drug wise, I'm just gonna say no altogether, because I know what drugs do to you. I know my family has a history of addiction, and I don't want that for my kid. But why are you looking like that?
I'm like, oh shit, you just said that.
I mean, it's true. I mean, because I know, you know, history. I mean, isn't addiction hereditary? I mean, genetic. Isn't addiction genetic?
I don't know.
Can be. It can influence.
It can be, yeah.
It can be. And I don't want that for my kid. Weed? Hey, have at it. No, listen. Weed. Yeah. But I would say not before the age of, this is pushing it.
Girl, don't be
after maybe junior year, but
okay, that's understandable.
That's 17.
Yeah, like around 17, 18 if you're still living in my house, because I don't want, like, I know how that stuff affects like your brain and all that stuff, like not weed specifically, but I feel like once you start weed, you're gonna want to experiment with other things. So, it's natural, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I would say like junior year, under my roof only. Don't be trying to like do the most with it. Like just keep it, keep it cool.
So would your rules apply for both? Like say if you had like boys and girls?
Boys and girls, same rules.
Same rules.
Yeah, dating not before you got to be 16. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I ain't gonna lie, my daughter not dating.
I'm not budging.
She's 21.
21.
She gonna kick you to the
Your daughter gonna be a hermit crab.
Say no, but I don't know. I feel as though it will be different for me. Like I feel as though I'll probably get a boy a little bit more.
No, see, that's the issue. Why?
I don't know. That's just me. I just feel like
So it's okay if your boy be like, oh, I got this girl pregnant.
Hell no.
But that's what's gonna happen, because you're okay with him doing it before.
No, because my boy gonna know safe sex is if I had a son, I feel as though his curfew would be later than the
That's bogus. We finna cut
Never have no kids with him, okay?
We're finna wrap this up.
He don't get to have no kids.
Seriously though, because I don't know.
We finna wrap this
Okay,
up.
well, clearly we're gonna pray for Tim's kids. Tune in for the next episode. You know where to find us. Bird's Eye View Podcast on all social media platforms. Who are you?
I'm Imani, y'all. Go follow us on Instagram at Bird's Eye View Pod.
My name is Carlos Hernandez.
Boy, I'm tired of him.
No, what's your name?
Say no, my name Tim.
My name is Young Liff. You know me.
You know.
Yeah, don't play with that girl.
Yeah, don't play with that girl.
We'll be back, y'all.
Woo!
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Bird's Eye View Podcast.